Good evening, I'm Navya Singh and I'll take you through the news that deserve your attention today. Let's begin. A Delhi court on Wednesday acquitted former journalist Priya Ramani in former Union Minister MJ Akbar's defamation case against her for her allegations of sexual harassment and said that a woman has the right to voice her grievance even after several years. In 2018, Priya Ramani had made allegations of sexual misconduct against MJ Akbar in the wake of Me Too movement. According to the former journalist, in December 1993, MJ Akbar sexually harassed her when she was called to a Mumbai hotel for a job interview. Petrol and diesel continued to move upwards for the 9th consecutive day and touched new heights across the country on 17th of February. Petrol prices on Wednesday was increased by 23 to 25 paise per litre and diesel by 24 to 26 paise per litre. Petrol prices in the national capital climbed to 89.54 rupees per litre as against 89.29 rupees per litre on Tuesday, while diesel prices soared to 79.95 rupees per litre as compared to 79.7 rupees per litre. Petrol prices hit the three-figure mark for the very first time across the country when it was hiked by 26 paise to 100 rupees per litre in Rajasthan's Sri Ganganagar. In another major news, the FIR filed by the Delhi police against creators of the toolkit or campaign document tweeted by climate activist Greta Thunberg to support the farmers' protest claims that it has a call for economic warfare against India and certain Indian companies. The FIR in connection with the toolkit has been filed on charges of sedition, promoting enmity and criminal conspiracy. The FIR also links the document to the violence that broke out in the national capital during the farmers' protest or the tractor rally on January 26th. The FIR mentions that the farmers' tractor rally on Republic Day turned violent because of said instigation by elements behind this document and its toolkit. In another major news, the Enforcement Directorate has attached properties worth Rs 17 crores of the global human rights advocacy group Amnesty International, which stopped its India operations last year because of an alleged witch hunt by the central government. The government says that the global rights watchdog had been receiving funds illegally from foreign sources and was not registered under the Foreign Contribution Regulation Act. Amnesty International, however, claims that it had complied with all the Indian and international laws required to receive the funds. The organization had said that it was forced to let go a lot of their staff in India and stop all its ongoing campaign and work in the country. The government, however, claims that human rights cannot be an excuse to violate the law of the land. The Jammu and Kashmir police have arrested at least 3 army soldiers in connection with the abduction and alleged molestation of a girl child from North Kashmir's Bandipora district. Senior Superintendent of Police of Bandipora district said that the 3 people have been booked in an FIR and an investigation is underway. Meanwhile, former Chief Minister of Jammu and Kashmir, Mehbooba Mufti, said on Twitter that the 3 people are army soldiers who had tried to abduct the minor girl from Bandipora district last week. Mehbooba Mufti has also claimed that the family of the young girl or the 9-year-old girl was now being pressurized to withdraw the FIR. If you live in Uttar Pradesh, you better not search porn on Google because the UP police might stop you from doing so. The Uttar Pradesh police has revealed that it has hired a company to monitor people's internet search data. In short, the team would monitor whether people are looking for pornographic content on Google. The measure has been taken to curb crimes against women in the state. Meanwhile, the Internet Freedom Foundation has filed an RTI request with the Uttar Pradesh police over the move to track people's search data on the internet. That's all for today, and I'll be back with some more important news tomorrow. Thanks for watching.